Are you thinking about moving to the Greater Tampa, Florida area? Have you thought about San Antonio, Florida? Well, I'm going to take you around today and show you what living in San Antonio, Florida is all about. Come on, let's go. If you have decided that you want to live in the Tampa, Florida area, but you're still on the hunt for the perfect community to call home, I'm going to show you an area that you might not have considered. It's called San Antonio, Florida. I know, who knew? San Antonio, Florida, but it's located about 35 miles north of downtown Tampa. It is home to the 15-acre Crystal Lagoon community, which is Murata. We're not going into Murata today. I've got a lot of videos about Murata, and I will pop a link to a playlist of all of the Murata videos towards the end of this video. But today I want to show you what it's like living in San Antonio, Florida. I live here. I've lived here for 20 years and I've raised my family here. It's a great place to call home, and I'm going to show you what's going on here, what's new and exciting. There's been some changes since I've made some other videos in the past. So come on, let's take a drive around town. One of the very first places I am taking you today in San Antonio, Florida is the city park, which is in the town circle. The town circle, and I'm going to kind of move around as I talk, is surrounded by homes, a Catholic church, a Catholic school, a post office. There's an old fire station. They've since built a brand new fire station, but there was an old volunteer fire station in San Antonio. The city hall, the water tower. It's a very quaint little city park here. There's playground equipment. There's a basketball court. I spent many hours here with my own kids. I would pop them in the stroller and walk them down here, and they would just have a great time because there's so many things for them to do and run around, and there's not a lot of traffic. It's kind of partially fenced, so it's pretty safe, and it's big, and people really enjoy coming out here. It was home, sorry, there's something flying around my face. It was home to the annual Rattlesnake Festival many years ago, which went on for, gosh, I want to say it went on for almost, close to 50 years, maybe not quite that long, but a long time. And it used to be held right here in this park. It is no longer, it does not happen in October anymore here in the city park. I'm not even sure if it's held anywhere anymore, but this is where it was. So if you've ever been to San Antonio, Florida, this is where the Rattlesnake Festival was. But it's a great little place. And actually, I don't know if you can see this gazebo over here. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you will see people, you'll hear them first, but you'll see people who just do like an impromptu music session, a jam session, I guess is what it's called. I'm not a musician, so, but yeah, so sometimes you will see someone just, I want to say picking a banjo, but I know it's guitars, and I think it's like bluegrass sometimes you'll hear. So it is a nice little place to come and visit in the city limits of San Antonio. Okay, so I'm just about a block away from the city park. I am on Pennsylvania Avenue, and I'm standing in front of what people refer to now as the Local. The Local is closed. It was a restaurant. It's been many things over the years. It's been a little market. It's been a pizza place. It's been a bar called The Establishment. It has been a lot of things. And right now it is not open. It is vacant. It is owned by the same family that owns Ponchos, which is right next to it. So I'm going to flip this camera around so you can see what the downtown area looks like. Just a block away from the city park. You've got a hair salon over here. That is City Hall right there. This is called, or referred to as Local. That was the last thing it was called. It was a restaurant for maybe a year and a half, 2 years maybe, but it's been many things. It's been a market, it's been a bar, it's been a pizza shop, so many things over the years. It has so much history. Right next to it is Ponchos Villa, which is a very popular Mexican restaurant. I'm not going to go inside because there are people eating in there, but if you have not been to Ponchos, this is a place where people come from near and far to eat. So you'll see people sitting out here waiting for a table. Got the water tower and City Hall over here. You've got a hair salon right here. And then this is Sweet Nellie's Bakery. I think they're open. I don't think she minds if I come in. I will check it out. Just want to do a little inside view of it. How are you guys doing today? I am great. I'm so good. I'm just doing updated about San Antonio. It's been a while since I've done my updates. Okay, so this is Sweet Nellie's Bakery, and they serve lots of wonderful sweet treats. I've only had a couple of things here. It's okay, you're not in it, I won't get you. They have a lot of good things to eat here. And you guys, what are your hours? I know it was on the front door, I wasn't paying attention.
Thursday to Sunday, Thursday to Saturday till 6, and Sunday till 5.
Awesome. I'm going to get a picture of this really great sign here. So
I can't unsee it.
Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a good one. So this is just such a cute place, and you can come and get your sweet treats inside, and then you can come out here and then you can sit and eat, or you can take them down to the city park, right? You can get a cupcake and take it over to the city park and eat it there. There's not a lot of commercial space available here in San Antonio, Florida, but from time to time, something comes up in this building I'm going to show you. Across the street from Local, see, it's right across the street from Local and Ponchos, is this building right here, and I happen to see a for lease sign on it. Beyond that is a dry cleaners, and then we have another hair salon right over here on the corner, that green building. That used to be, I think, a general store very, very long time ago. I hope that you're starting to get a feel of the cuteness of San Antonio, Florida. It is cute. It was established in the late 1800s. It's been around a long time. And actually the city circle was in the original plans. I think it was a square at the time, but we just refer to it as a circle, not a square. But in the original survey and the plot map of San Antonio, that was part of the plan. So it is, you know, things kind of branched out from that area. It is super, super cute and charming. There's all kinds of different historic homes around, scattered about. And let's see here, I'm gonna stop right here, right across the street from the city park that I first showed you is the public racquetball court. So you can come here and get some racquetball game on. I think I've seen kids do like some lacrosse practice or even tennis practice here. It's just a place to come and just blow off some steam. It's just part of living in San Antonio, Florida. There's no extra fee for it. I'm not even sure that there's any kind of formal recreational league or anything like that, but it is a staple of the downtown San Antonio, Florida area. Now, right next to it used to be a produce stand, and unfortunately that produce stand is no longer. So on the east side of San Antonio is Lake Jovita, not Lake Jovita Golf and Country Club, but the actual lake. The proper name was originally Clear Lake because at the time that it was discovered, it was super, super clear. It has since been referred to as Lake Jovita, and I'm going to show you the access that you have publicly from the city limits of San Antonio. This is another one of San Antonio's parks. This park is, I'm not sure what the formal name of it is, but it is the Lakeside Park. It used to be an actual swimming area back in the 80s, and I think they even had a little concession stand here, but people would come and hang out here under the pavilion, and they would go swimming here in the lake. But right now, it is just a little bit of an access that you can get maybe a paddleboard in, or a tiny kind of like canoe or kayak. You cannot bring a boat trailer here. That's what you cannot do. But as far as I know, this is the only public access point to Lake Jovita. Everything else around it is private. So this is the only access right here, but you cannot get a big boat trailer here because they have concrete barriers. That's not what the intention is, but people commonly bring little fishing boats or kayaks or or paddle boards. Now, are there gators in this lake? Yes, yes, there are. I have seen them personally. I don't see them very often, but they are here. And just to the east of this lake access is the campus of St. Leo, but it is the far west part of the campus. And that right there with the red roof that you see, that is the St. Leo Wellness Center. I'm going to pop in there real quick for you. This little park needs some work though, don't you think? They used to have like a little canopy here. So I hope that the city does something, because nobody wants to play on that swing set without shade. There's no other shade here. So if you are like me and you like to work out, I mean, some people do like to do that, then the only place to do that in the San Antonio area publicly is the St. Leo Wellness Center. St. Leo University is adjacent to the city of San Antonio. So it's literally right now, it's within about a half a mile of my house in the city limits of San Antonio. So I commonly walk over here, or I ride a bike. Sometimes I drive if it's too dark in the morning or whatnot. But this is a $20 million facility. It's only been open a couple of years. It has state-of-the-art equipment. There is an infinity pool that overlooks the beautiful backdrop of Lake Jovita, the lake that I just showed you. And I'm just going to show you the inside really quick. Come on, let's go. And if you're looking for something relatively healthy to eat, then you should try the cafe downstairs, and it is called John's. What makes living in San Antonio, Florida so great is it's so charming. So the next stop I'm going to make is into this little area called South San Antonio, Sosa. And it's home to a couple of little shops and a small pizza restaurant. And hopefully there's one place there. I hope it's open, because I would love to show you the inside of that place. So let's go check it out. I almost forgot to mention, I don't know how I could, but the Jiffy store right here is right outside of the city circle, and they serve really, really great Cuban sandwiches, but it's a deli / convenience store. This is what is referred to as South San Antonio. So over there is the pizza shop. Then you have the pottery shop, which I actually took pottery lessons there at one point in time. They're not in right now. I really wanted to show you what that looked like, but they do have a salon here called Afterglow, and Afterglow does hair extensions, and they also do makeup for whatever your needs are, but for brides as well. You can reach them at Instagram, Afterglow Salon. Okay, so now we have this really popular shop called Rustic Pearl, and if you are looking for clothing items or gift items, it's a perfect place to just pop in and grab that. And they also sell men's things as well. Right now I'm standing in front of the newest business in San Antonio, Florida. It is called the Haven Cafe, and I'm going to take you inside to show you what it's all about. Come on. This is located right next to the Rustic Pearl Boutique, and they are open from 7 in the morning to 2 p.m. You can find them on Instagram at the Haven Cafe FL, and they're open Monday through Friday and then on Saturday. That's right. Now, hours could change, of course, but it is so sweet. Literally, inside. So sweet inside. Wait till you find out what they sell in here. Okay. I heard you guys have the famous Dubai chocolate bar. Is that right? I'm going to get one of those. I don't even know what makes them so famous.
I know. It's crazy how.
Do you know what makes them famous?
I think it's really just a taste. They kind of have a coffee taste.
Okay.
But
Okay, a coffee taste. All right. Now, fun fact, this used to be a long time ago, was it the original credit union, I think, the San Antonio Citizens Federal Credit Union, which is the place where a lot of people who live around here do their banking, including me, personal and business. And this is the original vault. I'm just gonna peek in here right now. It's a little playroom. Hi, sorry. But look at all these neat homemade treats that you can get here. You can also get custom order pickups. They have sandwiches grab and go. They have the Dubai chocolate bar, which I am going to get. But the color of the wrapper doesn't matter, the flavor, right? Okay, I'm gonna try one of these. What is this? German chocolate coconut. Oh my goodness. German chocolate cake?
yes.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna try one of those as well, my husband's favorites. All right, these are the two items that I'm gonna get. The Dubai chocolate bar, which I've heard so much about. And then also this German chocolate with coconut pecan filling pie, both homemade, right here in San Antonio, Florida.
I love it to me.
All right.
Did you want to receive today?
No, I'm good. So now I'm definitely gonna have to go back to the St. Leo Wellness Center to work those things off.
Oh, yes.
Okay, this is what I was really dying to show you, was the inside of the San Antonio Pottery Shop. This has been a staple of the San Antonio, Florida community for, when did you open, Jack?
48 years in July.
48, only 48 years in July. That is Master Potter Jack Boyle, and I've actually had the pleasure of taking classes from him many, many years ago. Yes, I took pottery classes, and you can do that too right here because these pottery classes are super popular. He just told me. So I'm going to take you inside and show you what it looks like. Oh, okay. So I can see that he's featuring other artists as well. So many of these items are things that Jack makes, but it looks like he's featuring other artists as well, which is so nice. Yes, this is his signature look right here. So you can come into the pottery store and you can pick up something as a gift for someone that they can use for years and years. I mean, this is a staple of San Antonio. So if you have not been here, then you need to definitely come in and see what it's all about. And then back here, this is where the magic happens. This is where the potting wheels are. And the clay. There you go. You're getting a behind the scenes tour. And then he has, he fires up the pieces when they're done. I think a long time ago he had a gas kiln. I don't know what he has today. It's been a while. But this is where all the work happens to make those beautiful pieces that you see. This is why I love living in San Antonio, because even though I know Jack, we haven't talked in person for a while. We'll wave to each other if we see each other, like walking through the streets or driving by. But In order for me to come into his shop and take a video, I just had to ask him, and he said yes. So it's a friendly place to live. I love living in San Antonio, Florida. If you are wanting to know more information about what the housing market is like and what is available in the area, because it's hard to find a house in San Antonio, but there's lots available in the surrounding areas of San Antonio, even Dade City. So if you want some more information, then just reach out to me. I am here to help you. My name is Allison Newlon. I'm the broker owner of Platinum Properties of Florida.